Good morning.
Good morning, Mads.
Morning, Sam. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. The last one for 2024. We will be back in 2025. And today, again, we are revisiting the Alto dashboard. So this is Unleashed, and we are going to be mastering the essentials. As we know, I'm Madeline. I'm one of the Alto software trainers, and I'll be your host today. I am joined by Lisa, who is our software solutions manager.
Morning, everybody.
And also Sam, who is our training team leader.
Good morning.
Okay, so our agenda today is we're going to first off look at some key statistics and insights. So the impact of Alto on productivity and your client engagement. We're going to look at optimizing appraisals with Alto. So we're going to be boosting efficiency in appraisals and client communications. We're going to look at the movement book for the property tracking and streamlining your tracking and management for better insights. And then finally, we're going to look at leveraging your click stats. So we're going to be enhancing your marketing and property matches with data. So now we're going to have a quick look at some statistics. So how can this efficient use of Alto improve efficiency and your client satisfaction in the appraisals, property tracking, and the communication? Okay, so efficient appraisal management will have a 20% time saving and a higher conversion rate for you. Utilization of your movement book, you're going to find you're going to have a smoother tracking of properties, 15% reduction in errors, and 30% increase in task completion. You also, when you're streamlining your click stats, you're going to increase your response rate by 40% and increase conversion rates on your properties. And with your client communication enhanced, you're going to find you're going to have a 24% increase in client satisfaction and a 12% increase in client retention. So we're going to dive into it now, and we're going to have a look at how you can, as agents, use Alto to streamline your daily tasks like managing appraisals, using the movement book, and handling the property inquiries. So Lisa's going to share her Alto screen for us. Perfect. And we're going to get started. So here we are on our main dashboard. As we know, on our main dashboard, we are actually able to filter this dashboard by our branches and by our negotiators. But another little quick tip that we can actually search these as well. So we can start typing in. So as you can see, she started to type in M and it's come up with Madeline Estates. You can do exactly the same for your negotiators. So Lisa started to put in her name and it's come straight up with Lisa as a negotiator. So it's a very quick way of being able to do this. But having this filtered as well, it gives you a good insight of being able to understand what is happening within a snapshot within different branches and negotiators. We can also move our widgets around as well. So you can have it set how you want it. So if you want to be looking at your tasks first, if you want to have your inquiries on the upfront, that's exactly how you want it. So it depends on how you're wanting to see things. And it really sort of gives you a good understanding of things. We're just going to quickly refer to the property management dashboard because there's one little extra tip on this. So on the main dashboard, we weren't actually able to select multiple branches, but if you're using lettings and you're on the property management dashboard, you can have multiple branches selected at once. Okay, thank you very much. I'm now going to hand over to Sam, who's actually going to run us through on our task board. She's going to run through some key tips and on your appraisals and what you can do on here.
Super, thanks, Mads. Okay, so on the task tile, what we can see here at the top is that Lisa's displaying today and older, so that can be changed to show future, show all, overdue. So what we're going to look at on here on the task tile, we're going to look at the appraisals and the viewings. So let's first dive into the viewings, please, Lisa, and just have a little look on here. So we have got the filters on here for confirm appointment, get feedback, and cancellations. Little handy tip on here. Some agents just forget to keep that cancellation selected. So you'll find that they are actually, they could be sort of building up in there. They probably just need clearing out. What we've also got, you can see there, it's got 2 of 4. We've got a little drop down. So what we're looking at is things that are pending and in progress. Okay, we can sort the order the little arrow there to the right of it. And then we've actually got here, Lisa's actually looking at the viewings here by priority, okay? If we drop that little handy tip here, because you can see here we've got 26 viewings, if we drop that into property, the viewings then will change to 11 and it groups them together. So it's just a much easier screen to read when they're grouped by property. So that's a little handy tip there. Okay. What you can also do, if you've got property file enabled, it's possible to get automated viewing feedback sent out 30 minutes after a viewing. And I can see there where Lisa's just highlighting, you can see in purple, the request was sent 2 days ago. So if that's enabled, it's a really useful tool to have. When the feedback comes back into Alto, you'll see the little purple microphone there. And you can see it's received on Thursday, the 21st of November. So we can see when that feedback was received. And if we click into the green viewing, that'll take us straight to that viewing tab. Okay, so you can see the applicant's feedback there that Lisa's just highlighting. If we want to copy that over to the owner, we can use the little purple chevrons and it pops it into the box there. You can edit the text in here, so if you want to amend it. Okay, if you need to add any internal notes, you've just got the box there at the bottom and they are hidden. They are just internal notes. So a couple of things just to point out on this screen, Lisa, just before you disappear off here. We've got the little green button say book a repeat viewing. So really quick and easy, and it uses the same details. And we've also got make an offer. So it's really useful to be able to do that from here. Just remember, once you've got that applicant feedback and you've relayed it to the owner, and obviously you can send it from here, you can email it from here. In the top right, if Lisa just clicks on those 2 pending tasks, they're the tasks that are on the dashboard. So if you've got the feedback, which you have, you can select it. And if you've relayed it to the owner, select, and that's just taking those tasks off the dashboard. So it's just a little time-saving tip there. Okay, thanks for that, Lisa. So if we just go back now to the appraisals tab and start to look at our appraisals. Okay, so what you'll see on the appraisals widget is all your trace instructions. Okay, notes can be added within the reminder. So if you just click into one for me, please, Lisa, so you can add any further notes in here. You can also reassign to another colleague and you can change the priority as well in here. Okay, so it can all be done in that little reminder there. Okay. What you can also do, if we just click save on there, when you're going out to do the appraisal, if you haven't printed the appraisal form, if you click on the green appraisal confirmed, please, for me, Lisa, there you go. You'll see you've got print appraisal there at the bottom. So that can be printed from the diary as well, or the property, but there's a quick handy tip there to be able to do it from the dashboard. Okay, so if we just save on there. Super. So what we've also got here is on the post appraisal tab, if you click into the blue, it will open the property. Okay, we can jump to the property from here once that appraisal has been completed. We can go back down to appraisal and into the post appraisal tab, which is the middle one. And this is where Lisa can start to put all the information in, the fee quoted and the proposed price. When that's saved, that will actually then trigger the letter. But what we can also do from here is if you click back into the pre-appraisal there, Lisa, which is the first tab, you can add tasks in here. Okay, so any further tasks. So once you've sent that letter, you're probably going to want to just put a task on there to chase that letter. So anything there will go back onto the dashboard. Okay, and it goes into that appraisals tab. Okay, so that's a little handy tip there on the pre-appraisal. So just going back to that dashboard. Also, if you click back into the task there, Lisa, you can add the further tasks in there. So in the appraisal confirmed, let's go to appraisal confirmed. Yeah, great. So you can add further tasks in there. So you can do it either from that pre-appraisal when you are putting the prices in, or you can come back and do this here. So you can put things in like book a markup and measure, renegotiate the fee, anything like that. Super. Thanks, Lisa. Little handy thing as well, just remember that Alto is color coded. So if you click into the red, it opens the owner. Yeah, so we can see all the owner's information there, and we can see those pending tasks there at the top. Yeah, I've got all the contact details. And when you're opening these slides as well, little handy tip there is you've always got add a file note in that bottom left-hand corner. So you've got that on the property slider and the contact slider there. Okay, and if you have actually put some notes in, always remember to click that button at the bottom left, update that last contacted date. That's really handy if you want to start to group your data together at some point to see when you've last contacted people, maybe within the last 30 days. Okay, you can see here that Lisa's adding the contact in. So when you go, if you click onto the red or the blue, it will show you their pending tasks at the top when you open them. Okay. If you're booking any appointments from here, you can do that from the property or from the diary if you want to go and ring fence some time out to go and book the markup and measure. Yeah, and if you can't get hold of the owner at any point and you want to postpone or delay it, you've got the little clock there that Lisa's highlighting. So you can defer by a day, a week, or a month, or choose a completely different date. Yeah. So if you're out of the office, reassigning to a different colleague, business carries on as normal. Yeah, super. I think we've covered everything on there. Thanks, Lisa. So I think it's back to you, Mads.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Sam. Some great tips there. Okay, so I'm going to now move on a little bit. We're going to now look at our click stats. So we can see it on the main dashboard here, but it can also be easily accessed. And Lisa's now nicely moving it around. So you can have it in like straight there, straight in front of you. But also down on the left-hand side, that it's also accessible by, you can just see like a little paper aeroplane. And if we click on that, it will take you through to the screen that we want to look at. So this is a really, really part, I believe, of using Alto as well, because this allows you to follow up any marketing emails and manage any follow-ups of web style lists and brochures you might have sent. Again, it can be filtered down by your branches and your negotiators. And you can also filter it down from the past month, from the past 24 hours as well. If we look across the top, we can also see the exact number of emails sent. So Lisa has set this to a month. So we can see that 118 emails have actually been sent with 164 property links. 94 were actually delivered and 80% success. From this, 12 are open. So we've only had a 13% interest. And then we've also got 7 that properties were clicked. So again, we're looking at a 58% are taking action. If we go down a little bit further, we can see on the left-hand side is where is the contacts and what the properties they have actually been sent. So we can see our applicants here, 69, and they're awaiting follow-up. So we will just have a quick look. We've got Lisa, we're going to give Lisa and Christopher as an example. We can see that 3 emails were sent to them with 18 properties. This was open 9 times, but only clicked 6 times. But as you can see on the right-hand side, it's broken down exactly where they've clicked and what properties they've clicked on. If we could just go back, just going to sort of look at as well, Lisa, if you can just click on the contact on the red, again, that brings in the contact card to the right-hand side, and it will show us exactly what they're interested in. So it will show their requirements, their disposal and everything. So we'll be able to understand exactly what properties were the best ones for them to be matched to. And we can see that from the whole list of different applicants. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, so we've got the matched properties. I'm going to take the top one as an example. So 20A1A Smith Street, we can see that they clicked on this 3 times, but from here we can actually go in and we can book a viewing. We can create a to-do task. We can add a note, and we can see there is already a note on here. So we can say lovely property, bit out of the budget, but they're keen to view. You can also send an email, which will open up your email templates, and you can also send an SMS message as well. From the feedback as well that you put in, you can really understand if this is actually essential for them, and you can mark it as complete. However, oh, yep, you're going to put that in for me. Thank you. And we can also see from the one that's Lisa's hovering over, there's a little green dot against the calendar, which shows that a viewing is already booked in for this property with them. If it's not essential for them, we can just set it as marked as followed up. Okay. I think that pretty much covers everything on the click stats, but Lisa's just adding a little bit more real time in for us. So we can see this is real time updates as well. So we can see exactly what's happening as the time it's happening. I think that's everything covered on that. So I think what I'm going to do now is we'll pass back over to Sam, who's going to look at our last part of the dashboard, which we feel is a really good sort of key area to be looking at.
Yeah, thanks, Mads. Love those click stats. It's probably one of the first jobs that I do first thing in the morning, just opening, just seeing that engagement. And what you always want to ensure that you're doing is on the property marketing tab, just putting the URL of the actual property. So when they're clicking into your property matching emails and you're driving traffic to your website. So yeah, Lisa's just showing you there our link. So once that property's gone to the portals and so on onto your website, just go and find that property on your website, put the URL in there. So when you are doing your matching out from your properties or your applicants, you're driving that traffic to your own website, which is really, really good. Yes, but I do love the click stats. It would be one of my first jobs in the morning, I think. Okay, so another favorite feature of mine is the movement book. The movement book is absolutely super. It's an essential tool for catching up on the return to the office or just getting an oversight of how busy you've been over a period of days. So as Lisa clicks in there, you can see it's just given us a snapshot of everything that's going on. Remember, as I said before, Alto is color coded so we can click into different areas in here. So I think first of all, I mean, if we click on the search icon there at the top, Lisa, this is how you can filter this down. So maybe in a morning sales meeting, you may want to review all the recent offers for sales and progressions, just so you've got that discussion and monitor. I think that's great. You can actually move the bar along here. So Lisa's just seen the last 7 days, but you can move that forwards and backwards, and you can go up to a month back. So that's really, really good. One thing I always encourage people to do if you're having these morning meetings is to filter this by applicants registered. So if Lisa just turns, so as you see, Lisa's selecting them, they're just going grey. So anything that's orange is visible on here. So when your applicants are here, this is a super way to discuss. So if you click onto one of those, say, thanks, Lisa, you can see how that applicant has been registered. So we're looking, what are the requirements in here, the disposal position, what has been added, and it just ensures that you get really good quality applicant registrations. So really love that tool. Yeah. Thanks for that, Lisa. But yes, one of my favorite features. I always tell agents about that the movement book. Yeah, it's a real-time newsfeed. Yeah,
Oh,
thanks for
some
that.
really good tips there.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's what what we've got for you today with some more tips in how you can really utilize your dashboard. As per usual, as we always say, we do have all that support out there for you. So we are available. You do have your Alto Essentials, so getting to know Alto inside out with your core training packages that you have. We've also got our Alto Support Centre, where you can actually get the questions that answered quickly and easily for you. But don't forget, we also have our Alto Help Centre. Within your Alto as well, if we go up to the little life buoy, just because not a lot of people, don't everyone knows this as well, we actually have your help centre. So this is a key area that you might have, that if there is something in particular that you are looking for, you can actually find the information that you need. So if it was adding a property, if it was booking a market appraisal, the movement book. But you've also got your Alto Learning Hub. So that's where you can register for and do your modules and your skill-based learning. You can also submit a request to your support team, to our support team, not your support team as well. But you can also track those tickets as well that you're raising. But if you're looking for something a little bit extra, we can also offer some custom training options as well. We offer health checks, advanced training, and bespoke training.
just one thing, Mads, just to point out, and it's really hidden on here, but can you see the little orange cloud in the black circle there at the bottom?
Yep.
If Lisa clicks on that, we've got lots of things in here, and this is where you can see the latest updates. But the training and webinars are in there as well. So obviously we're on the bite size now, which is great, giving you a snapshot of Alto's features, in that you might not be utilizing fully. But what you'll also have in there is the insider as well, and registering for the insider just allows you to see things that are up and coming in Alto and integrations and so on. Yeah, so lots of
Yeah.
useful things in there. Yeah, and clicking on secure my spot will take you through and register your details.
Perfect. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah, so we've got all our latest integrations in there as well, and you've got the feedback. But yeah, it's just hidden in that bottom right hand corner, isn't it? It's not always visible, but yes, click onto there.
Okay, so I think there is one question in there as well. Just in regards to, is there any way to see emails that have bounced back? For example, if we have an incorrect email address. But Neil is actually typing the answer, but we can quickly jump into the contact to show.
Yeah,
If we
it
go
does
into the timeline.
yeah, it'll show on the timeline. And yeah, there isn't one specific place to go to see all of them, but it will be visible on the timeline.
Yeah. So it will show us delivered, it will show undelivered, wasn't it? So if the email address isn't correct, there will not be a delivered sign on it. Okay, so I think we're coming to the end now. We don't seem to have any more questions.
Yeah, we've done really well for time today, haven't we?
We have, so we're going to give you a bit of time back, but wishing you a great rest of your day, and we will be back in 2025 with some brilliant, valuable content for you.